Please subscribe.
At first become flushed, it's anything but difficult to discount the 2019 S60 so far another interpretation of Volvo's recognizable recipe. In any case, look nearer, invest some more energy with this felt Swedish car, and you'll see that, from numerous points of view, it speaks to the best of what Volvo brings to the table. Volvo presented its Scalable Product Architecture (SPA) in 2014 with the dispatch of its V90 SUV, and this measured stage currently supports each 60 and 90 arrangement demonstrate in the organization's portfolio. The S60 is the new child, yet joins every one of the changes Volvo has made to its SPA rubric throughout the years. It's even got a couple of execution traps at its disposal. The 2019 S60 is quickly unmistakable as an advanced Volvo. Doors hammer LED running lights slice through the headlamp lodgings and expand internal toward the vehicle's grille, while squared-off corners on the lower front sash give the S60 a more emphatic appearance than its bigger S90 can. A long dash-to-pivot proportion, particularly for a front-wheel drive case, and strangely, the main settled length part of the whole SPA engineering, and short back deck give the S60 appropriate game vehicle extents, while an etched rear end unmistakably wears a striking taillight signature. Inside, it's a comparable story of familial similarity. Each S60 gets Volvo's 9-inch Sensus infotainment touchscreen up front, with a straightforward line of access controls underneath. Delicate calfskins, excellent metal brightwork and open-pore wood line the dash, entryways and focus comfort. The front seats are probably the most supple and strong I've at any point had the benefit of sitting in, and a low beltline and broad windscreen offer an ordering perspective of the world outside. Raised travelers appreciate adequate lodging, the new S60's 3.8-inch longer wheelbase managing enhanced rearward sitting arrangement legroom. With 13.8 cubic feet of freight space, the S60's trunk is impeccably sufficient for gulping 7 days of gear, and the rearward sitting arrangements overlay for considerably more stockpiling. However, on the off chance that visit IKEA runs are your thing, see what I did there? You'll clearly be in an ideal situation with a V60 wagon or XC60 SUV. In the event that there's one territory in which Volvo's insides have would in general battle, it's infotainment. Which is for what reason I'm upbeat to report that the S60, and, actually, all vehicles delivered starting now and into the foreseeable future, get enhanced Sensus Connect equipment. Each new Sensus framework gets an overhauled chipset, which Volvo says enhances handling power by 50%. Key territories of enhancement incorporate a decrease in framework startup time, truly a major issue, route handling and status to show the reinforcement camera, same. What's more, undoubtedly, everything feels in as publicized. Sensus starts up immediately, and rapidly reacts to inputs. Beforehand, Sensus was somewhat similar to an adolescent, he's back to wake up, and on the off chance that you're requesting that it do excessively immediately, it'd go ballistic and close down. That should now be a relic of times gone by. Sensus still isn't immaculate, obviously. The home screen itself is anything but difficult to explore and lovely to see, yet different vehicle settings are dissipated all through menus situated on various screens, or in drop-down menus. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are both included as standard gear, in any case, and I adore that the cell phone reflecting tech doesn't assume control over the whole Sensus show. It's housed in the base quadrant on the home screen, for you to extend and crumple as you wish. You can purchase the S60 with the equivalent T5, T6 and T8 twin-engine powertrains found in Volvo's other SPA models, which all inside around the 2.0-liter fuel life-4 motor and an 8-speed program transmission. The T5 solely utilizes front-wheel drive, while the T6 and T8 send capacity to each of the 4 wheels. The T5 just adds a turbocharger to the 2.0-liter motor, bringing about a consummately satisfactory 250 pull and 258 pound-feet of torque. Select the T6 and Volvo tosses a supercharger and with the general mishmash. Also, for expanded yield of 316 drive and 295 pound-feet, numbers that best its 2.0-liter propelled Audi A4, BMW 3 Series and Mercedes-Benz C-Class rivals. Volvo says a S60 T5 will quicken to 60 miles for each hour in 6.3 seconds, while the T6 AWD shaves an entire second off that time. In T6R design spec, I find that the S60 enthusiastically hustles along the gorge streets north of Malibu, California. There's a moment of delay before the full torque push touches base at 2,200 revolutions per minute, however control stays solid all through whatever remains of the rev run in each rigging. The programmed transmission moves easily and doesn't require superfluous persuading to downshift for prompt power conveyance. Directing wheel-mounted or shifters are a decent touch, yet do little to truly improve the drive. That is fine, in light of the fact that the T6 continues on ahead with refined certainty. Not very hot, not very cold, the S60 drives with a speed that feels unimaginably balanced for this current vehicle's planned reason. It's superbly consistent and agreeable on significant lots of the 101 freeway, yet offers tight reflexes when pushed around curves. I'd like more load to the directing exertion in the vehicle's standard mode, exchanging into dynamic fixes that, however, as a rule, the S60 is consummately wonderful in all circumstances. It's effectively as agreeable as an Audi A4 or Mercedes C300. In the event that you need more power, you'll get it through electric help. The S60 T8 twin-engine consolidates the 2.0-liter turbocharged and supercharged motor with a 10.4 kWh battery that drives a back pivot-mounted electric engine, for all-out framework yield of 400 pull and 472 pound-feet of torque. The T8 is a modular crossbreed framework, which means you can drive the S60 on unadulterated electric power, yet just for around 20 miles. Volvo gauges T8 mileage of 27 miles for each gallon city, 34 miles per gallon parkway and 30 miles per gallon consolidated, contrasted with 21, 32 and 25, individually, from the less groundbreaking T6. All things considered, anticipate that the T8 should cost about $8,000 more than an also prepared S60 T6. A couple of fortunate purchasers, well, endorsers, will get a significantly increasingly intense half-breed framework. The S60 is Volvo's first vehicle to get its Polestar engineer treatment, which includes quick treats from the organization's execution arm. The powertrain gets display explicit tuning that ups yield to 415 drive and 494 pound-feet of torque, solid numbers, however this variant weighs about 4,000 pounds. Polestar-engineered vehicles likewise get the front swagger bar, gold-painted Brembo brakes, all-ins movable dampers, 19-inch haggles, couple of novel styling components, similar to dark chrome tailpipes and gold safety belts. Frankly, I have an affection-despise association with the S60 Polestar engineered treatment, however truly it has nothing to do with the Polestar parts themselves. Those all-ins dampers are a delight of delights, considering an incredible ride and taking care of equalization on interstates, while as yet enabling the S60 to dive in and hold tight while cornering on drying-in streets. Rather, it's the T8 twin-engine powertrain that makes this model hard to truly appreciate. Throttle reaction is jittery, control conveyance is wonky and peaky, and the brakes are dreadful. Not the Brembo brakes, those work fine and dandy. I'm discussing the shaking vibe that happens when you change from substantial regenerative braking to mechanical ceasing power. Putting the vehicle in power mode or independently choosing dynamic mode for the brakes ups the regen factor, and I surmise enhances linearity and smoothness of braking power, yet following a couple of long periods of driving, I couldn't exactly get its hang. Driven likewise on similar streets, I truly observe the T6R design to be a substantially more durable experience. Give me those all-ins dampers on a non-half-and-half form. That is a Polestar engineered S60, or V60, I need. Not that it truly matters for you, old buddy, since every one of the 20 US-bound S60 Polestar engineered vehicles are as of now represented. Be that as it may, Volvo guarantees me this treatment will advance toward different models not long from now. Rather, you'll have the capacity to pick from Momentum, our design and inscription trims, beginning at $35,800. Volvo is pressing the base Momentum with bunches of standard hardware, as well, including LED lights, 18-inch wheels, an all-encompassing sunroof and the organization's City Safety suite of driving guides, which incorporates impact cautioning with full auto brake, just as person on foot, cyclist and huge creature identification. We don't do moronic things, like bring down alternatives or trims, says Volvo North America CEO Anders Gustafsson. This vehicle will by no means be a rental vehicle. These are great spec vehicles. The S60R design begins at $41,900, while the more extravagant inscription comes in at $42,900. You can likewise go the Care by Volvo membership course, which packages the expense of your vehicle, protection and support into one regularly scheduled installment. Volvo will offer the S60 Momentum for $775 per month or the R Design for $850 per month. What's more, the organization says it won't experience any difficulty satisfying membership need this time around, either. Search for the S60 to begin streaming into showrooms. Perfectly fine. Supplant our 2018 divider logbooks with 2019's. They won't need to go far, either. Each S60 will be made at Volvo's fresh out of the plastic new assembling office in South Carolina. This plant as of now has the ability to fabricate 150,000 vehicles for every year, and will in the end go up against creation of the cutting-edge XC90, due in 2021. For the present, the 2019 S60 finishes the change of Volvo's lineup. It's as strong, jazzy and simple to like as each other new Volvo, and better positions the S60 inside a profoundly aggressive class of minimized extravagance vehicles.